Welcome to Inblocks, your go-to hub for cryptocurrency updates, price analysis, and market insights. Disclaimer: this video is for educational and informational purposes only and does not constitute financial advice. Always do your own research before making investment decisions. Are you ready to witness one of the biggest breakouts in the crypto market? Pi has been consolidating quietly, but not for long. Smart money has been accumulating, and now the charts are flashing green. Could we be seeing a $5 pump soon? Let's break it down, because if you miss this, you might regret it later. We know the crypto space has been tough lately. Sideways markets, uncertainty, and FUD everywhere. Many holders are discouraged, some gave up, but the real opportunities often come right after periods of silence and doubt. Let's talk about why this may be that moment for Pi. Let's go back, way back, to the early days of crypto. Back when Bitcoin was worth pennies. Back when Ethereum wasn't even taken seriously. They were laughed at, dismissed. Mainstream media called them scams. Governments warned people to stay away. Your friends? They probably said you were crazy for even talking about digital money. But the few who believed, the ones who really did their homework, they saw something different. They didn't just see price. They saw potential. They saw freedom. They saw a revolution in the making. And even when the price dipped, even when everyone said it's over, they held on. And now, we know how that story ends. Bitcoin is worth tens of thousands. Ethereum powered a whole new world of decentralized apps, and the people who held, they changed their lives. Now fast forward. We're watching the birth of another potential giant, another misunderstood project, another moment that history might one day look back on and say, that was the turning point. I'm talking about Pi, the Pi network. You've probably heard the jokes. You mine it on your phone? That's not real crypto. There's no open mainnet yet, so it's worthless. Or, that's just another MLM. Sound familiar? But here's the thing. Every big idea sounds crazy at first. That's what makes it big. Pi Network didn't come from Wall Street. It wasn't funded by billionaires or hyped up on major exchanges. It started with an idea. To make crypto mining accessible to everyone. No rigs, no expensive setups, no power bills. Just your phone. And over time, people started listening. People started tapping. People started building. A quiet revolution began. Millions joined. But the journey wasn't easy. There was no instant listing. No pump and dump hype. Pi took a different road. A slower road. A safer road. The closed mainnet was a frustrating phase. Let's be honest. People got tired. They asked, when is it going live? Why is KYC taking so long? Where's the price? And many gave up. They uninstalled the app. They stopped tapping. They moved on to other coins. But not everyone. There were some, the pioneers, who kept going. They believed in the vision. They understood that building something real takes time. They saw the bigger picture. They knew that the internet didn't become the internet overnight. That Bitcoin didn't hit 60K in a day. And that Pi, if done right, could change the game. Not just for investors, but for the everyday person. And now, we're starting to see the payoff. We're seeing volume increase. We're seeing exchanges prepare. We're seeing real applications being built on Pi. Not promises, it's progress. The price has been consolidating between 0.5 and 0.7. That might not sound exciting to some, but to those who understand charts, cycles, and crypto behavior, that's textbook accumulation. It's the quiet before the storm. The calm before the breakout. This is where the smart money positions itself. This is when retail is asleep and whales are watching. And what comes next? Well, if the momentum shifts, if just one major exchange lists Pi, if enough volume pushes past resistance, we're looking at a potential breakout to $1, $2, or even $5. And here's why that matters. It's not just about price. It's about validation. For years, people have said, Pi will never be worth anything. They mocked the ecosystem. They doubted the community. But when Pi breaks that psychological barrier, when it touches $5, everything changes. Because then it's not just a vision, it's proof. It's evidence. It's real. The miners, they'll finally see their effort turn into reward. The developers, they'll have a living ecosystem to grow inside. And the skeptics, well, they'll be left behind again. But this isn't about revenge. This is about recognizing opportunity. Look around. Crypto is waking up. Bitcoin is moving again. Altcoins are stirring. And in the shadows of all the hype coins, Meme coins, pump and dumps, overnight sensations. There's something much quieter, something much more stable, something built with patience. That's Pi, built over years, tested through delays, strengthened by a loyal community. It didn't rely on hype. It relied on belief. Now we're on the open mainnet. Businesses are starting to accept Pi. P2P exchanges are already active. Developers are building dApps. KYC progress is accelerating. And all this before the first real breakout. So the question isn't, will Pi hit $5? The question is, will you be ready when it does? Because most people only pay attention when it's too late. They see the headlines, they see the candles flying, and they FOMO in. But by then, the gains are mostly gone. The smart move? Position early. Prepare now. Watch, wait, accumulate. Just like the Bitcoin believers did. Just like the early Ethereum holders did. Just like the few pioneers are doing right now. And maybe, just maybe, this is your moment. To see beyond the noise. To look past the doubts. To focus on what matters. Because opportunity often shows up quietly. In long phases of consolidation. In apps people laugh at. In networks people don't understand. Until one day, they do understand. And by then, the early believers, they're already on top. So again, ask yourself, are you ready? Ready to be part of the next crypto story? Ready to trust what you've seen developing over years? Ready to hold through the noise and focus on the signal? Because Pi may be gearing up for something big. The charts are aligning. The accumulation phase is nearly done. The momentum is shifting. And history has a funny way of repeating itself. This is the time when giants are born quietly. This is the time when smart investors move silently. And this could be the beginning of the breakout. Stay alert. Stay informed. And above all, stay ready. The window of opportunity doesn't stay open forever. Whether you've been here since day one or you're just discovering Pi, now is the time to pay attention. Crypto rewards the patient, the informed, and the bold. Are you ready to ride the next wave? If you found value in this video, make sure to like, subscribe, and click the bell icon so you never miss a Pi Network update or crypto alert. Stay ahead of the game. Stay in the know. Thanks for watching.